So can you tell me why you guys are here today?
Felt it was an important issue and we heard about it. We thought we'd come. Like, we're just high school kids. We just came on our own.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to tell me what high school you're with?
We go to Walter Collegiate.
Okay, that's awesome. So what do you think about what's going on now in the
I mean, just as everyone's saying, it's wrong what they're doing, and they shouldn't be invading. Like our sign says, foreign troops, it's just going to escalate the world war. I mean, they're having a civil war. That doesn't mean a huge country like America with so much power and arms and stuff, they shouldn't be invading. Like the other sign says, they should be sending aid, not arms to Syria. It's ridiculous what they're doing.
Yeah, and the whole thing about like the U.S. and like the war crimes that they've committed, like we just had a discussion like not even 10 minutes ago with someone about the idea that like that committee will like pick on the littler countries. Like Kenya just got put into, they had like a trial type thing, and for starting a little bit of violence before an election, and a couple people got killed. I think there was 3, I'm not sure. Whereas like the states and like other countries like that are in charge or responsible for like huge amounts of deaths aren't getting tried and aren't being put on the spot and being held responsible for their actions. They're just kind of getting away with invading other countries. So it's like a complete double standard.
Are you guys talking about this in school or social studies?
No, that's also that's also something we feel really strongly
We're all
about.
grade 12 students, and in grade 12 in your English class, one is purely Canadian literature, and your history is like purely Canadian history. Like it's in grade 12, it's not much diverse.
And just like if you're educating children, I think it's ridiculous that you decide to teach them about history, which is important of course, but you don't ever mention current events. Like if you're going to teach us about the past, you should be teaching us just as much about the present. Because so many high school kids, I mean you can see there's like no one here, it's all old people. Because high school kids don't care. They don't know what's going on. They don't really care.
They care
and
about
it's because they're not
what
educated.
celebrity had a baby, who got married,
who's in
broke
rehab,
up.
and things like that. They don't, and it's because not only do they not care, they don't know what's going on. And it's because they're not educated.
Okay, so you guys know what's going on. So how is it that you're so interested in what's going on in current events, whereas most of you are
I have a bit of a family tie to, I have my stepdad and a bunch of family friends work in Libya with like oil rigs, but like my stepdad was evacuated 2 days before the war in Libya was officially declared, and they have this big system of how they would evacuate if anything happens again, because he's back over there. And so I've just always had him talking about things in the Middle East, not even just Libya, just the regards to everything. So I've always been educated because of that. So.
And
it's kind of a weird family like this.
For sure. How about yourself?
My dad's an English teacher, so I usually am somewhat up to date on current events, if not fully informed.
Some of the people who criticize the war in Syria call conspiracy theorists, and it's no surprise that today right now is the 12th anniversary of 9/11, and that was the pretext for going into war into the Middle East and declaration
Why are you doing that? You haven't kicked you out.
and playing the government.
You here now? Again?
Now, we see ourselves almost 12 years later. What do you guys think about 9/11? Are you conspiracy theorists? Do you question what have been given, what we're questioning now in Syria? What are your thoughts on that?
No, I know. You were like, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, that's pretty
I wouldn't say
Actually,
I'm a
Edmonton's
conspiracy theorist, but I think there's merit to some of the discussions flying around. All on each side of the spectrum that the U.S. had something to do with it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think I'm a total conspiracy theorist, but yeah, I agree. I think there's more to the story than the general public knows for sure.
I agree too, in the sense that like the one conspiracy I guess is the whole idea that war could be good for an economy, and I mean the U.S. wasn't doing too well before the war, and I guess they're still not on 100% track, but that conspiracy theory could, I've heard it have lots of speculation in recent events, so And I think maybe the fact that it's just like the timing, how it's the anniversary, I think that's probably just a coincidence because we can't really control stuff. But
I feel like that's just using it as an excuse, you know, like, oh look, it came up, let's attack people. Like, words aren't gonna make it wrong, it's gonna do anything. So
Okay, thank you, girls. Before I let you go, let me just pause this here.